There's a lot of people that point out that he never put his hand on the Bible, even though he acts as if he could somehow be the Pope. But nevertheless, that oath specifically says that you will defend the Constitution. So the idea that you are now taking the Constitution and, as I said at the DNC, putting it through a paper shredder.
And you don't know what they're going to do because they don't care about the people. They don't. I really think they have no leadership. They have a lot of very low IQ people. Jasmine Crockett is a low IQ person. A lot of them are. I don't want to insult too many of them, but a lot of them are.
In a press conference that was anything but ordinary, President Donald Trump walked up to the podium and wasted no time. He called out, in his signature style, what he sees as total incompetence from the Democratic Party during the government shutdown standoff in Washington. Now, if you've been following the headlines, you know this isn't just about budgets and deadlines. Trump framed the whole situation as a test of leadership, and he made it clear, right from the jump, who he thinks failed that test. He put it bluntly, this should have never happened. Trump pointed straight at the Democrats, saying they pushed the shutdown deadline just far enough to dodge political fallout before the election, then left the mess for someone else to clean up. He accused the Biden administration of lacking foresight and accountability, insisting they don't care about the people, they don't care about the workers, they care about politics, that's all. And according to Trump, this kind of reckless leadership isn't just gridlock, it's long-term damage to the country. As the questions heated up, Trump zeroed in on House Democrats, singling out Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. And one of his loudest critics, he didn't hold back. I really think they have no leadership. They have a lot of very low IQ people. Jasmine Crockett is a low IQ person. A lot of them are. He went on to say that their actions are driven by what he called Trump derangement syndrome. According to him, it's so real, he joked, doctors are starting to list it as an official condition.
Do you expect a resolution on the government shutdown by the time you return from your trip to Asia?
Do I expect to have it resolved by the time I return? I don't know. I said long ago, we shouldn't have been in this problem. This was September 28th. It came due in Biden's regime, and before the election, September 28th, and they pushed it off into the future. And I was running when they did that. And when you're running, but I did say, what the hell are they doing? That and debt ceiling. They also pushed the debt ceiling past the election date, so that would mean the next president has it. But I did say that I think the Democrats have gone totally crazy, and you don't know what they're going to do because they don't care about the people. They don't. I really think they have no leadership. They have a lot of very low IQ people. Jasmine Crockett is a low IQ person. A lot of them are. I don't want to insult too many of them, but a lot of them are. They have no rudder. I don't think they know what they're doing right now. They've never done this before. They always agreed to go and, called an extension. Let's do an extension and talk. Even today, look at what happened today. They don't want to pay the people that have worked. And, this was supposed to be this was a test. And they wouldn't pay the people that have been working. They said, no, we don't want to pay them. This is all the Democrats. Now, all we need is 5 Democrats. And I know a lot of Democrats that are saying they're more than 5. Probably not that many more than 5, but they're more than 5. And all we need is like 5 Democrat votes, so we open our country again. Sad, though, we have the greatest economy in our history. We have the highest stock market. All these things are rocking. We will have by the end of my first year more than $20 trillion of investment. The all-time record is $3 trillion. I think it's China. We're going to have $20 or $21 trillion. We've never had anything like it coming in because of tariffs. The money pouring into our country, the plants that are opening, AI, automobiles, everything. And the Democrats want to close our country. They're really, they say deranged. They are. They suffer. I guess it's Trump derangement syndrome, which I think is going down now as an official condition by the doctors. I think they get paid extra money if they handle it because it's more difficult to handle than a normal mental disease. But you know what? They really should approve an extension, get the country back to work, get the people paid. And, it's very simple. You just don't know what's going on. There's something wrong with them. Yeah, it's sad, actually.
Check there, Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett of Texas. Congresswoman, your response?
The fact that you just got done engaging in a conversation where we have a president of the United States who has no idea about the oath that he just took on January 20th tells me everything that I need to know. He didn't even have good sense enough in that same interview to say something as simple as, yes, I will follow the Constitution. You know, the thing that actually derived from the oath that he was supposed to take. And he supposedly took an oath, which there's a lot of people that point out that he never put his hand on the Bible, even though he acts as if he could somehow be the Pope. But nevertheless, that oath specifically says that you will defend the Constitution. So the idea that you are now taking the Constitution and, as I said at the DNC, putting it through a paper shredder is a problem. And I think that this should not be partisan. This should be right versus wrong. A lot of the things that this administration is doing, they don't have anything to do with partisanship. This is right versus wrong. And right now, they are consistently wrong.
Sure, the press laughed, but Trump made his point. He thinks the Democrats are obsessed with attacking him instead of focusing on real policy. If you agree that Washington needs leadership that puts America first, hit the subscribe button now and stay tuned for every update from President Trump's next move. Switching gears, Trump highlighted his own economic record. He claimed, "We have the greatest economy in our history, the highest stock market, record-breaking investment, $20 trillion coming in." He talked up gains in manufacturing, technology, energy, painting a picture of growth and investment under his watch. "We've never had anything like it," he said. But now, Trump argued, the Democrats are shutting it all down, not for the country, but for political points. He called the shutdown a self-inflicted wound by a party that's lost its compass. He then made a direct plea to moderate Democrats. "All we need is 5 Democrats, and I know there are more than 5 who agree with us, they just don't have the courage to say it." Trump demanded Congress pass a short-term extension to reopen the government and pay federal workers, accusing Democrats of political sabotage. Wrapping up, Trump didn't sugarcoat it. There's something wrong with them. You just don't know what's going on. They've never done this before. Even the old Democrats knew when to compromise. He called the party rudderless, directionless, and lacking common sense, warning that their games are costing trust and economic stability. Still, Trump left on a hopeful note. The American people are smarter than the politicians who claim to represent them. They see what's happening, and they won't forget it. For Trump, this shutdown isn't just about Congress stalling, it's about drawing a line between leadership and dysfunction in Washington. President Trump says America deserves competence, not chaos. And he's not done fighting for it. Stay tuned, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications for every update from the campaign trail and Capitol Hill.
Thanks for watching The Left Wing Critic, where politics meets passion and we hold power to account. If you're tired of corporate spin and left-wing noise, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and join the movement. The left doesn't stay silent, and neither do we.